There's a phenomenon which is called attraction. The idea is that we do understand that let's say, we can identify ourselves to this consciousness wisely, hopefully enough, uh, instead of identifying ourselves to this body or to this mind, this body-mind organism, understanding what it feels to identify yourself to your consciousness, to experience manifestation, understanding that the emotions that we have, which are what they are, as far as you would use this vehicle, this body-mind organism, it will make noise, it will think and have emotions. Then, would you identify yourself to those emotions or not? It would be a choice. And all I said about this way previously, this way that consciousness has to travel through space, through time, and not through space, is, in a matter of fact, an introduction to this phenomenon of attraction. This consciousness will make some choice, which leads to give you this feeling, sensation that this body is doing something driven by the mind. The mind gonna give an order to the body, or sometimes the body could do some things without any intervention of the mind, such as this beating heart, which is an action which is relentless, and there's no willingness to make this heartbeat. It goes naturally, subconsciously, let's say. Whatsoever we can do things. And what is for sure is that we have no control and neither no ideas about the consequences of our acts. It's oftenly very surprising what's going to happen. Sometimes it go further our expectations, because by doing something, we're necessarily expecting some reaction. Sometimes we would do something and nothing happen. We would eventually make some efforts, nothing happen, no results, even if our intention is strong. It leads us to, and that's so important to understand that the universe is not deterministic. Events are manifested, consequences are rising, appearing. But surprisingly enough, as consequences has no causes. Some we do a lot of things. We are expecting that something gonna happen, and something completely different happen because it's supposed to happen, and it doesn't have any cause. So there's different tools of attraction. This phenomenon is, which is all about making things happen, not because we would have done something in this way, but because we would target our destiny towards the direction of what we wish that could happen. And it manifests itself spontaneously. In this idea, one of the classic principles of manifestation is that if you want it to happen, let pervade yourself, impregnate with the sensation that it already happened. It's already yours. You're searching for £2 million for some reasons. And the closer you try to go on this direction, how to make this £2 million, the more you feel far from this result. But yet, if you did rise on a benevolent way and not necessarily on a personal way, letting yourself to use some special power, which would be the power of the universe and not just your personal powers. Let's say you did rise this £2 million already. By doing so, you would have accomplished this act, added rise £2 million. As a collateral, there may be some personal benefits, most likely, from this action. But mostly, after performing that, you would feel something. You'd feel as a man, which he did perform that. I did raise £2 million in 6 months. By embodying this feeling, you will embody a particular frequency. This frequency of a man which is able to rise £2 million in a short time. The idea is that lookalike particles are attracting some other lookalike particles. At the beginning of the universe, just after the Big Bang, some macro milliseconds after the Big Bang, the universe was smaller than this size. It was the size of a dot of a pen on a paper. All the mass of the universe, all its volume was condensed in this extremely small pinpoint. And we could think that it was so small that it was light. Not really. The mass at this very particular moment of the universe was infinite, or almost. As far as scientists couldn't be able to calculate the mass, which was about at this very moment. So they consider that this mass is, let's say, almost infinite. In any case, the seventh was what we can call a singularity. And all the particles of the universe, which are making our body, the solar system, this microphone, whatsoever, were condensed into this infinitely small point. And from there, twins particles have been separated at birth when this cosmos did start to extend, eventually in a brutal explosion. But as twins, those particles are still interconnected. If you touch one of these particles at some point, it would resonate and make an influence at the other side of the universe, where some other particle will get these informations from the last calculations of the quantum physicist. The time, if I touch this microphone, it will make by resonance a reaction at the other side of the universe. Some other particle would get this information, but I just touch this microphone. And the time, they would be relayed by, all of them are relayed by some wormholes, which are, so to speak, some temporal gates. And the time that this particle on the microphone would give a connection at the other side of the universe would be the time that an electron has to spin on itself, which is pretty fast. In the same way, and it's the same mechanism, by embodying the frequency of this man who did rise 2 million pounds in 6 months, you will attract these events. The frequency will attract a look-alike frequency. If you do something that you judge to be impossible, it would have some effects on you, some influences, change. Would you eat the same thing at your breakfast once you would have accomplished that? Would you dress in the same way? Would you watch the same TV show, or would you read the same books? And so forth. By behaving on the way that this man in the future would behave once this task accomplished, you will attract this event. This is attraction. This is what we call the this phenomenon of manifestation. Of course, in order to make this event happen, a lot of things could be done helping this event, which are very rational. So, some techniques of fundraising, how to gather investors, and so forth. But finally, the result could happen fundamentally because you were embodying this frequency, as far as most likely numerous other guys operating the same mechanism of fundraising, of gathering investors, and so forth would fail. You could say rationally because they haven't done it on the best way. But we can say as well, they couldn't done it. They couldn't do it. They weren't on the frequency anyway. Two actors are speaking in front of a camera. They pretty have some similar physics, same techniques of theatrical studies, same kind of voice, same genetic. And one is completely charismatic, and the other is invisible. How to explain that? There's necessarily a difference of frequency, isn't it? Then ultimately there is this question: how much would it be good that I try to influence my future as far as the fate is already written? But you understand that there's a fundamental paradox upon that. As far as if you change your future and if you curve the line of space-time, it would be already written. It may happen simply, but because it was already supposed to happen. So personally, I wouldn't care so much about that. As far as we are not the doer, we are not the author of anything. And even if this influence, which is exerted towards the manifestation, is the illusion of an influence. The less we would try to control what happened, and the more we would let it happen, the more spectacular it would be, necessarily. If I want to control what's happening, I'm making a pause on this movie, which is projected towards the screen regularly. Well, it doesn't like the movie doesn't work on the way that I like or understand, and I make a pause. I have to digest this. Okay, making a pause. Then your destiny is in pause. If you let it happen, such as some elements are occurring in your life path, and this consciousness has the illusion to make this choice. Like a challenge suddenly is occurring. Do I want to take the challenge or not? Even that is an illusion as far as does his consciousness gonna take the challenge or not? It's already written. That's why the wise sages, the mystics, are saying everything is possible in this universe as far as it's a movie, it's a dream. Anything can happen at any moment. The unexpected is the only certainty.